If you're unhappy with your latest real estate deal, buying, renting, or selling, you can do more than just complain to your new neighbors. Investigators at the New Mexico Real Estate Commission are there to make sure that you get a fair deal. But Matt Grubbs noticed a problem. If you look for a state investigator, you might find that nobody is home. That's tonight's special assignment.
Armed with an official-looking copper-colored book.
This rule book here pretty much determines what we enforce.
Lynn Carter is the long arm of the law when it comes to real estate in New Mexico. But right now, he's a sheriff with no deputies.
It was crickets. You're the only guy in the office still. Talk to me about that.
Well, you know, we had a series of things go on, and yes, I was the only person when I got here.
Before Carter was hired, there was no one at the state making sure people buying, selling, or renting a property were getting a fair shake. For 6 weeks, all 3 investigator positions at the Real Estate Commission were vacant. 2 still are, and the commission has been down at least 1 investigator since October. That's at a state agency that, by its own rules, is there largely to look out for the little guy.
This stays pretty consumer focused.
It is. That's really what we're here to do, is protect the consumer and set a standard by which everybody is supposed to act.
Carter has more than 60 open investigations, with more coming in all the time as people who've just made the biggest purchase of their lives start to wonder if maybe they got a raw deal.
It's emotionally charged. It's about the most money anybody ever spends in one place.
Broker Linda DeVlig says even the best intentions to not let any detail slide can fall by the wayside in a home deal.
Because as soon as they find the house, the only thing they're going to be thinking of is, when do I move in and where's my couch going to go?
Things can go wrong, and while DeVlig says that for most brokers,
it's always good news not to hear from them.
The state's real estate investigators and the disciplinary power they wield are a must-have.
While it might be true that most people with a license would prefer never to hear from the Real Estate Commission, brokers like Linda DeVlig see those investigators not just as the hammer, but also as the how-to book. And because of that, she says they can use all the help they can get.
The more they're stretched, the less they can help.
That's not lost on the commission. Carter says finding qualified investigators is not easy, but he has one starting next month and will hopefully have another before the summer's out. Being the only sheriff around is getting a little old.
We've managed to keep it together and keep the backlog from growing very big and keep any of our deadlines from being missed, but I promise you that would not be sustainable in the long term without the other 2 positions.
Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
The Real Estate Commission can hand out punishments that range from a nasty letter to remedial education to revoking a broker's license. You can read more about our story online. Just go to krqe.com and we'll show you what you have to do if you want to file a complaint.